Hello everyone, today let's answer Kate's question on how to find the area of a parallelogram. Maya won a parallelogram-shaped trophy. She knows the area of parallelogram is 200 square centimeters, and that its base is 25 centimeters. What is the trophy's height? First of all, let's try to explain a few words. This shaped means 呈什么样子的形状。For example, instead of parallelogram shaped, if it's rectangle shaped, then it means the trophy, that's this picture here, will look like a rectangle. The word trophy is a prize, such as a gold or silver cup, that is given to the winner of a competition or race, and is often returned after a year, to be given to the winner of the competition in the following year. It's called 奖杯 in Chinese. And this area means 面积. Base means 底. And the word height means 高. And then finally, the mathematical terminology. Parallelogram means 平行四边形. So a trophy is 奖杯, and here we have a picture for it. And a parallelogram-shaped trophy means that this trophy has the shape of a parallelogram. That is, instead of this cup, it looks like a parallelogram. 平行四边形. Let's take this as our example for a parallelogram. And if we take this line to be the base of this parallelogram, 底, then we may take this red line as the height for this parallelogram. 高. Basically, this height is a line that starts from the base, ends at the opposite side, and is perpendicular, that means at right angle triangle to the base. Now, because the question gives us the area for the parallelogram, so in fact we want to find out the formula for working out the area for a parallelogram. And there are many ways that we can find the area of a parallelogram. The very first method that should come to your mind is to count how many square is underneath this parallelogram. Of course, counting how many square is underneath this parallelogram would definitely work. But today we will try to introduce the formula for working out the area of a parallelogram. It's a trick that will work for any kind of parallelogram. Not just this one. For any parallelogram, what we are about to do would always work. And what's the trick? We can look at this triangle. And because this and that are parallel, so we can always move this triangle to here. And so now we see our parallelogram becomes a rectangle. 长方形. That looks like this, with this length being its width, and this bit being its length. Remember that from this parallelogram to this rectangle, all we did was to move this triangle here. So in fact, we didn't change its area. So this parallelogram and this rectangle, they should have the same area. And we all know how to find the area of a triangle. Its area is given by the formula length times its width. But look, this width is the same as the height, and this length is actually the same as this base, because this part of the triangle, this length, comes here. So in fact, this is the same as the length, which is the same as this base. So with the help of this rectangle, we know the area of a parallelogram is equal to its base. That's this length times its height. Now, because for any parallelogram, not just this particular one, for any parallelogram, we can always find a triangle and move it to the other side so that it becomes a rectangle, having its area being the length times its height, which in turn gives us the area is equal to base times height. So we know this formula works for any parallelogram. And because this formula is very important, let's write it out once again, nice and neatly. Area of parallelogram is equal to its base times its height. This is a very important formula everyone must remember. Now we can get back to the question. The question told us the area of the parallelogram is 200 square centimeters. So this is 200. And the question also told us that its base is 25 centimeters. And the question wants us to find out about its height. We don't know what it is, so let's give it a box. This box is what we want to find out. So what have we got? We got 200 is equal to, this comes from here, 25 times this box. So what should be the value for this empty box? The empty box is equal to 200 divided by 25. And let's take this opportunity to practice how to do long division for 200 divided by 25. So we have the 200 inside the long division sign, and outside of the sign we have 25. Because 25 goes into 200, and let's try the number 8 here. And so 200 divided by 25 is equal to 8 centimeters. The unit is centimeter. It's because of the fact that the parallelogram is given in square centimeters. And so the answer to this question is that the height of the parallelogram is 8 centimeters. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.